20 years ago, we established the Central Caribbean Marine Institute after a visit to Grand Cayman, where reefs were suffering a huge stress event and major areas of the reef were bleaching. In fact, 1998 was also the first International Year of the Reef, and there was a strong call to action to better understand why reefs were dying on a global scale. The reality was that as scientists, we felt that we needed to do more than just study the reef. We wanted to establish an institution that could educate as well as nurture great scientific discoveries. And Little Cayman was chosen as the home of the Central Caribbean Marine Institute. We established it there due to its healthy reef system, low development, safe infrastructure, and also stable political environment. Since 1998, CCMI has strived to become the Caribbean's premier marine research institute. Over the last 20 years, the team has established a clear vision of a world with vibrant oceans and healthy coral reefs. We make this vision a reality by undertaking cutting-edge, impactful research and transforming this research into conservation and education initiatives, which will serve to bridge the gap between knowledge and action. But there's so much more to do. The United Nations has identified that 70% of the world's reefs are under threat. CCMI, our collaborators, partners, and stakeholders are working to identify a brighter future for coral reefs, to positively make a difference and deliver the Sustainable Development Goal number 14 to the best of our ability.
dive buddies once again to explore some of this beautiful coral reef that you see behind me. And today we're going to talk specifically about what makes this coral reef beautiful.
People ask me, like, who do you love the most? And I'll stop and I'll think about it, but I don't have to think too hard because the first thing that pops up to my head is the ocean. And that's not a person, that's not like an entity, but that's what I love. I don't think, there's nothing out there that I love more than the ocean. CCMI has impacted my life majorly, revolving around like all things marine biology. I first got involved with CCMI in 2011 through a little competition on Prospect Primary School. And while I was there, it was incredible. It really opened my mind to what marine biology is. And I remember telling the woman, I'll be back. She's like, you have to be 14. It was like 4 years, but I'll be back. And fast forward in through the YELT program, that was like the major trampoline, like jump start to my career. Without the YELT program, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I got my scuba certification up to rescue level, which I've always wanted to dive, but it's too expensive, just didn't get a chance to do so. And also the people I met through that YELT program. I was able to do the fun field work, going out on dives, like collecting data, and also did work in the lab and doing like the data entries and so on. And I really appreciated that, like to see both sides of marine biology. So yeah, CCMI has impacted my life by exposing me to what marine biology is all about and putting me in contact with the right people. And yeah, and I can't thank them enough for that.
The connection between research, education and conservation is absolutely essential. You have the scientists doing the research in the field right there. That enables the platform for education, and the education that is then provided ensures that our conservation is carried out in the right manner and in the most effective manner. The conservation then leads back into more research. So I actually think that the circle of the three is vital and as it really always has been a cornerstone of CCMI's approach.
It's particularly important for Caymanian children to learn about the reefs here because we're lucky enough to have them in our backyard. In many places that isn't the case, and it is really easy for us to go out and be like, hey, you know, this is important and these are what coral reefs look like from a very young age. Coral reefs do provide the islands with many important services. So hurricane protection through providing a home for reef fish, and also tourism. So I think it's very important for kids to understand that the health of the reef leads to a healthy ocean, and that oceans play a very important role for the changing climate that we are currently going through. It is really essential for us to know what we're protecting so that we can know how to protect it.
The Central Caribbean Marine Institute believes coral reefs can be saved. Climate change has far-reaching impacts on the ocean's chemistry, dynamics, and the biological diversity. Coral reefs are a stark example of how humankind has degraded the planet. Yet we know corals can recover when the ecological balance is intact, and unlocking the secrets to coral resiliency remains CCMI's core focus. CCMI has reached a historic milestone in 2018. 20 years of operating has reaped huge benefits for the local and global marine community. We've taken researchers, students, citizen scientists, and thousands of supporters from around the world on our journey. The future for the Central Caribbean Marine Institute is clear. We will continue to fight for these precious ecosystems through transforming science, creating innovative solutions, and bridging the gap between knowledge and action. From the team at the Central Caribbean Marine Institute, thank you. Thank you for believing in our mission and supporting us, helping the organization get to the incredible milestone of 20 years old.